I have my blanks cut to size, and now I'm going to just drill the hole all the way through them. What I found is, I think this is a 7mm drill bit, but I don't have metric drill bits on hand. I mean, I don't, it's standard American. So I found a 932 drill bit that we had, and it's the perfect size. What I did was I just took a test piece here, and I drilled different size drill bits until I found the right one. This is the 932, and that brass tube fits in there just right. So this is basically a standard American equivalent to 7mm. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the hole all the way through. You can buy vices that will go here, like on the drill press. Those just work great, but the mill here works just as great, and I'm going to go ahead and drill this hole. This brass tube fits in there nicely. You can just see it has a little bit of wiggle, and that leaves just enough room for glue in there, and this is going to turn out great. Slide the brass tube into the piece of wood, and as it's going in, I want to twist it back and forth so the glue coverage is everywhere. And now that's in there. Once you have the brass tube glued in, we're going to go ahead and square the blank up. I want to match the grain up before I put it on the lathe. That might be something you want to do before you cut it on the bandsaw. It's a little bit easier that way. And once you find where the grain is matched up, I'm just going to take the Sharpie and I put some marks in there, so whenever I turn it down, if I don't keep it in the exact same orientation, I know that this way is where it's lined up. These two ends go together. With both of the blanks squared off, I'm just going to stick these on the mandrel with my bushings. And the adjustable mandrel is real helpful, or I can get it to the correct length, just like that. And we'll go ahead and tighten this up. Now let's go ahead and thread the brass nut on. There's just enough threads for it to grab. I'll put my tailstock in, tighten that, loosen it here, and then push it this way just to give it a little bit of pressure. Tighten that, and now we can just tighten down on that brass nut, and everything's tight in there and ready to turn. We'll just throw the tailstock in, or the tool rest, and then it's ready. So I just spun this down on the lathe, and I'm really happy with how this looks. I mean, it's cool. I love the gold and the bog oak go really well together. So does silver and bog oak. The silver kind of hides the grain, but the gold really makes the grain of the wood pop. I'm really excited to have a pencil. This was my first pencil kit I've ever done, and it turned out really good. So if you wanted to replace the mechanism, the tip here actually just unscrews, and then the mechanism, I can actually slide the whole thing out. And if I just wanted to replace some lead, I just pull the cap off here, there's the eraser, and then I can pull the eraser out, and the lead will come out. Of course, it works like any other pencil. When you click this, the lead comes out more. So this is a really cool pen, a pencil, and I'm just really happy with it.